ourselves. Okay, so at this point I wanted to look at a Shanti mantra because I think it ties in very nicely. It talks about immortality, it talks about the real and the unreal, which is the subject of the next verse in the next class. So we're going to look at this mantra here. We're going to learn this now. It fits in with these particular verses in chapter 2. Okay. Because what the aim of the Bhagavad Gita is, it has two aims really. On a Vyavaharika level, on a practical level, which is really the level we need to be concerned with. On a practical level, it teaches how to have a happy, healthy, successful life. And that's a yoga shastra. And a moksha shastra, on a higher level, it leads to self-realization. These particular verses are very deep. They're about the self-realization and the moksha element. As we go through the Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna goes into great detail, even as much as what we should be eating, how we should be praying, how we should be meditating, how we should be carrying out our daily duties in the workplace and at college and at schools and so on. So it's very practical because it's set on the battlefield. I think the context of the Bhagavad Gita, it wasn't talking to Arjuna in a cave in the Himalayas. He's talking to him in the battlefield, and he's retaining. I mean, Sri Krishna is saying this as if smiling, and he's delivering this as if to say, what are you worried about, Arjuna? What are you worried? And of course, Krishna can see that everybody on the battlefield has already been slain by him. He's already killed them. He knows exactly what's going to happen. He knows that everybody present is in fact eternal, and that Arjuna is eternal as well. But he's just trying now to get Arjuna to understand that. So this particular prayer, this is from the Vedas. It's older than the Bhagavad Gita. Okay, you're probably familiar with it. Very good. So we'll say it together. Om Asato ma satgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityo ma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Lead me from the unreal to the real, from darkness to light, from death to immortality. Peace, peace, peace. So there, this mantra is telling us from death to immortality. And it leads us to discover, this is a Vedantic prayer for self-realization. Lead me from the unreal rather, to the real. From darkness to light. Darkness is synonymous here with avidya, with ignorance, to knowledge, to the light. Lead me from death, which is where we are now in the wheel of samsara, to immortality. That knowledge that we are in fact immortal. Because we can read the Bhagavad Gita thing sometimes and not apply it to ourselves. We need to apply it to our own selves, our own family, and if we recognize the truths of this, our burden will be lightened. Okay, we will not be suffering. Everyone is in fact eternal. So this is a very important Vedantic mantra, a famous Shanti mantra. And next week in chapter 2, verse 16, we're looking at what is real and what is not real. And the beauty of the Bhagavad Gita is it's very clear in its definition of what is real and what is not real. Okay, and when we understand, we can separate the real from the unreal. We have viveka, we have discrimination. Okay, and that's an essential part in the journey to self-realization, which is what the Bhagavad Gita is teaching us. And of course, it will bring peace, peace, peace. So let's just read through this line by line underneath. It says, Om, Ishvara, O Lord, lead me from the material world, that's the unreal world, towards the reality, to the eternal self. Capital S there. In Vedanta we differentiate between the big capital S meaning Atman and the small s meaning the ego. Okay, so we're talking about the Atman. From darkness of ignorance, lead me towards the light of spiritual knowledge. From the world of mortality, that's material attachment, okay, lead me towards the world of immortality, self-realization. Warm peace, peace, peace.